You're welcome back. The Lagos State Tree Planting Campaign was introduced in 2007 to promote the understanding and encourage the habit of tree planting among residents as a means of preserving the environment. Well, today that campaign has generated massive participation by individuals and corporate organizations. At this year's edition of the campaign, Governor Akinwumi Ambode said that the target to plant 10 million trees by 2020 is still on course, as he reaffirmed his commitment to the state's greenery policy.
Since the beginning, trees have furnished us with two of life's essentials, food and oxygen. As we evolved, they provided additional necessities such as shelter, medicine, and environmental beautification. Today, their value continues to increase and more benefits of trees are being discovered as their role expands to satisfy the needs created by our modern lifestyles. Tree planting has been identified as one of the cheapest means of combating the effect of global warming and climate change.
We demonstrated this in a collaborative partnership.
The Lagos State government, through its annual tree planting campaign, draws the attention of residents to the importance of tree planting for sustainable environment. The objective of the campaign is to encourage people, communities, organizations, and government to collectively engage in tree planting. The theme for the 2016 edition of the exercise is "Lend a Hand to Save Trees." Drama and music performances from school children were used to pass the message of saving the earth through trees.
You want to live healthful? Yes. Think planting a tree. You want to enjoy nature? Yes. Think afforestation, greenhouse gas emission. We discourage plant a tree to keep us healthy.
Trees, our most intimate contact with nature. Thank God for the emergence of our governor, Governor Ambode, the last leg of this race, bringing heads together with the wonderful team of LASG to sustain our green Lagos as peaceful reign is ensured.
Trees are useful. Oh, trees are important. And they serve many purposes. So don't cut trees. So don't cut trees. Green your hair.
A consultant to the Lagos State government on greening and professor of forestry, Musiliu Onilude, presents the plants chosen for the occasion.
We are planting a shrub. The botanical name is Tevetia peruviana. There are so many local names, but I'll give you two. Yellow oleander is what we give to you. Why? Because this particular plant is a flowering plant, which gives a funnel-like shape flower by the time it's flowering. It's a beautiful plant, and we strongly recommend its planting. It's an evergreen plant as well, in the sense that all year round you can still rely on this plant, and we still continue to give you the green in nature. It's a shrub, so you don't have to worry about the overhead or the underground cables. So it will not grow more than between 3 and 8 meters. That is between 10 and 15 feet.
Professor Nilude also explained the tree planting process.
We want to enjoy every guest seated here today to please attempt to plant a tree before you leave. How do you go about it? So the first thing you do, we have prepared the hole for you, and we have already applied the manure. So all you have to do there is just go there, attempt to tear this polypot, and gently place this seedling inside that pot already made for you. Once you have done that, then you cleverly and carefully return the soil we brought out from the soil, put it back to now shock your plant. What is next? You have to feed the baby that you have already put in place. And that is with what? Water. So you water it, and that is the beginning of another new life. These seedlings, they need caring, and that is why we are enjoying you. Just like a baby, you are now trying to plant a tree and then nurture it to what? Maturity.
Let's go back. Go back, you. Go back, you. Go back, you. Let's go back.
The secretary to the Lagos State Government, Mr. Tunji Bello, performed the ceremonial tree planting exercise on behalf of the state governor. Earlier, the SSG told the gathering that the state government is committed to vigorously pursue the state greening policy of total regeneration of degraded sites.
The peculiarity of our state as a coastal city-state makes it compelling to ensure a healthy balance between the quest for infrastructural development and the need to preserve the environment. This calls for strict adherence to all the town planning and green regulations in the state. Lagos State has become a positive reference point in Nigeria about creating a green environment. We remain committed to this cause. We shall integrate tree planting along all new roads being constructed, create more recreational parks and gardens, and ensure that all open spaces in Lagos are landscaped and beautified with plants, shrubs, and flowers. I enjoin all Lagosians to desist from indiscriminate and uncontrolled felling of trees, ensure that trees planted survive, and lend a hand to save trees so that together we will bequeath generations yet unborn a greener and healthier Lagos.
Private organizations and environmental activists are also involved in a campaign targeted to meet the objective of planting 10 million trees by 2020.
We have a plan to plant 10 million trees by 2020. I'm reconfirming that even before that time, we'll have planted the total target we have set for ourselves. Within that period, we tag these plants. Each of them are tagged, and we have a directory where we have information about the trees. We are also going to continue to tag the trees, because by the time you tag them, you have a biodata of all of them and where they are located. We have officers that go around every time to ensure that these trees are. But once in a while, we have issues of people trying to prune the trees without our information. And this we are trying to discourage. And so the children will also be our watchdogs wherever they are to continue to support this program.
Successive governments in Lagos have shown that governance can be done properly. So whatever Lagos does, you can see it's like raised above the normal bars like you see. So we're actually very proud to be associated with this environmental campaign. For over 20 years, Fidelity has supported Lagos State in the area of greenery. And that's why we've so far done over 20 parks in Lagos in the last 20 years, and we currently maintain 7. But this derives from our corporate social responsibility strategy, which is focused on environment, education, social welfare, and health.
Lagos State has set the pace, and the rest of the country, including the federal government, have to really move fast. The stature of our environment minister gives a room for a lot of optimism. But to be honest, no government in the world is doing enough, because the environment, which is our life support system, is under a grave threat. And if we allow this threat to continue in this way, we could unleash catastrophic consequences upon us and particularly our children. And one of the quickest interventions, one of the most effective short-term interventions, is protecting our forests and massive, massive tree planting.
To effectively drive this tree planting campaign, a Green Club of school children is launched. Over 2,000 children will serve as grassroots ambassadors of the campaign at homes, schools and communities. The 2016 Tree Planting Day campaign took place simultaneously in 83 locations across the state.